Well, good morning, everyone. So today we'll see some more new concepts in Java. So first, I'd like to discuss about the other two looping constructs today, while and do while. So you know that while is a precondition looping construct where means the set of statements which are returned under the while block will be executed as long as the condition is true. That means the same syntax it is going to follow. Okay, the same syntax it is going to follow. If the condition which is written here is true, the set of statements will be executed. Okay, uh, and likewise we have a do while construct where executes the body of the loop and then it is going to check the condition. So you are actually seen the difference between while and do while. In the case of C, the same is applicable here also. If the condition is true, then the set of statements will be executed in case of while. In do while, the set of statements are first executed once, at least once, and then the condition is checked. And it will go to the further iteration only if the condition is true, otherwise it is going to come out of the loop. So basing upon these two, we have just a sample programs here where we are going to find the sum of numbers, where we are going to find uh, sum of numbers here. Okay, fine. Okay, so before explaining this program, before going to this program, I would like to explain you another concept here is like the scanner class, the usage of scanner class. So we have a class called scanner, so which is actually used to scan the numbers and then you're going to display this means it is going to read the number like our scanf. So if you remember, like scanf which we have used in case of in C, as if we have used scanf, the same way we are going to use this particular scanner class object to read the number. So before going to this while and do while, so I would like to first discuss how we can use the scanner object. Then further we will proceed to other programs. Okay. Now this is the sample program which we already discussed yesterday. We discussed this already yesterday that to give the values at the command prompt. So if you want to give the values at the command prompt, what we can do here, we are going to read the two numbers. As I said that whatever you are giving at the command prompt will be taken as strings. So first what we have to do, you have to convert the string into integer, then you have to proceed. So I'm going to take two numbers here, okay, at the command prompt, then I would like to display its sum, right? So if I want to execute this program, I need to execute it like this. See, you know that what has happened here. So it is going to means first we need to declare two variables. Then whatever you are giving at args of 0 is converted into integer, and it is going to assign it to A. Then if you are giving something at args of 1, then it is assigned to the variable B, and it is going to then find the sum of those two numbers here, and it is going to display. So this is a way to execute the program, sum of two numbers, then you need to pass two variables there. Okay, sum is equals to 30. So I have not compiled it already. Those programs have been compiled. That's the reason why directly I am executing the program. This is one way. So the problem here is we don't have anything which prompts enter first number, enter second number like in C. Okay, and also we need to go with this conditions also. If only one number is given, another is missing, then it is going to raise an exception. Otherwise, instead of number, if you are given some other means string there, then it is going to generate a number format exception. You have another class called number format exception, which is going to raise an exception where instead of number, if some string is given, it is going to raise an exception. So that's the reason why compulsory you need to pass two numbers very accurately, then only you are going to get the result. Okay, now like this we can have something else which we can do it in this form. Which you can do in this form. See here. So enter first number. I'm entering 10. Now enter second number. Entering 30. Then I'm going to get the sum of two numbers is 40. So this is like some C stuff where we are using enter first number. Some number is entered. Second number is entered. Then I'm going to get the sum. So this is another program where we are going to use a scanner object. So how we are going to use a scanner object here? So scanner is actually class which is actually found in util package. You know, Java has packages. It doesn't have header files. You don't call them as header files here. You generally have packages. And by default, the java.language package is actually included in our programs. That's the reason why we are using this system.out.println integer.parseint. Directly we are using them. Okay. Now here, to use means to use other packages, you need to import them. Means here the terminology changes where we say we are going to import instead of include. In C we said include. Now here we are going to say import. We are going to import java.util package. Java.util package. In util package we have a class called scanner. You have a class called scanner. Now here if I say star, if I use star, all the classes which are there in the util package will be included in your program. We can be used in your program. But because I just want only scanner class here, so I'm just saying java.util.scanner. Only that class will be imported now. And here the explanation, see here, the scanner is a class which creates an object of scanner type. So it is a class which creates an object of scanner type. Okay, so this is Java uses system.out to refer to standard output device. Java uses system.out to refer to standard output device there. That's the reason why when you are saying system.out, it is referring to the output stream, and to that output stream the println is going to direct the output. Okay, then we have system.in, which refers to the standard input, which is generally your keyboard, because your standard input device right now which you are using is your keyboard. Okay, now the console input is not directly supported in Java. Like in C, the console where you are going to give the input through the console, it is not directly supported in Java. You cannot give anything directly while running the program. You cannot give input directly to the program. For that reason, what you are going to use, you are going to use a scanner class object which reads input from system.in, which is going to read something from system.in. Okay, from the standard input. So for that purpose, because the Java is not supporting the console input here, so what we are doing here is, first of all, we are going to import the scanner class. After importing the scanner class, then you are going to create a scanner object. So to create a scanner object, so in is means actually here the scanner means the syntax. This creating classes and objects, which we will discuss later on very clearly, because you are going to we are going to create our own classes, then objects, then we are going to write our own methods, and we are going to use them. Okay, so right now just remember that how we are going to create an object of any class. So scanner is a class. Then you have in is an actually object. It is not any keyword here. I can write my name also. I can write scanner Nadeem is equals to new scanner. Then Nadeem will become an object there. So here in is an object. Then it is just an object reference. New scanner will create an object. New scanner will create an object. So which is taking a parameter system.in will standard input as a parameter. So here I have mentioned, see very clearly that in is an object of scanner class which takes system.in as a parameter. So once the object of this class is created, okay, then from here the system.out.println, this is going to direct prompt enter the first number. A is equals to in dot next int, in dot next int. Next int is actually a method from the scanner class which is going to read an integer from the keyboard. So in next int is a method, a built-in method. It is a built-in method which is going to read a integer from the keyboard. Okay, so that's the reason why next int is going to read the first number, then in dot next int is going to read the second number which will be assigned to b. Once the two numbers are read, then from here the simple, it is just you are going to find the sum. Okay, so this is a new stuff which you have learned, so which will be using in your programs now and then when required. So because the Java doesn't support direct console input, you are going to import the scanner class. Then you are going to create a scanner object like this, so which takes the standard input as a parameter. After taking the standard input as a parameter, then it is going to means the methods which are coming from the scanner class can be used to read the different contents from the keyboard, from the standard input device, and then you are going to find the then you are going to use that input there. So just to more discuss about the scanner class here, here it is. So it contains number of methods. It contains number of methods here. So next int is used to read an integer, integer of int type. Next short is going to read a short integer. So next byte is going to read a byte integer, byte type data. Next long is going to read an integer of long type. Next float is going to read any float type data. Next double is going to read an double type data, and then next is going to read a string ends with a white space character. So a string which ends with a white space character. White space character in the sense, if you are giving space or enter or tab, whatever is given before space, enter or tab, that is going to read in the the string will be read. And next line is used to read a string that ends with an enter key press. Means it includes the tabs and white space space bar, and only when the enter is pressed, then the next line will be read into that. So I will just show you that demo of some of the methods also here. So just wait. Yeah. See this program. This is scanner demo, where I'm going to scanner IP is equals to IP is an object here. Now enter a string. I'm going to enter a string. Then I'm using here next line. Next line, as I just told you that it is going to accept even space and tab also. Then once enter is pressed, whatever is given, it is assigned to the particular string. So just I will execute it, and then I will show you. Okay. Scanner demo. Enter a string. Kakinada is a smart city. I just use the tabs and everything also. Then I'm pressing enter. See, entered string is Kakinada is a smart city. Then I'm giving some number there, 1, 2, 3. Then now I'm giving I mean it is asking me to give a string. Now again I'm giving Kakinada is a smart city. when I give it smart city, so here, so before I continue, so I'm using next instead of next line. I'm giving next. As I just said that next will take end with a white space character, so it should take only smart and it has to display. So here, see, only smart is taken. Now it is up to you whether you are going to use next or next line. That it depends upon you. If you want the spaces space, then you have to go with the next line, or you just want to read only one string which may end with white space characters like tab, space bar or enter, then you can go with the next step. So whatever it is, we are just going to use the scanner class. We are going to create the scanner object, and we can use it in our programs. So any doubt regarding this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Now the same thing actually, while to demonstrate here what is the members, I have used it, where I'm going to use find the sum of given numbers using for loop, sorry, while loop. So I'm going to take first of all create a scanner object, then system.out.println, enter a value, enter 0 to exit. Enter 0 to exit means my here I'm not fixed to some x, means constant amount of numbers. I may be entering number means continuously numbers. Once I enter 0, it is going to quit. Okay, so int data is equals to in dot next int, then sum is equals to 0 while data not equal to 0, while data not equals to 0. For example, here I have entered 10. Assume that I have entered 10. While 10 not equal to 0, sum plus is equals to data. Already in sum 0 is there. 0 plus 10 is 10, which is stored in sum. Then again it is asking enter a value 0 to exit. So this time I have given 20. Again it will go back. 20 not equal to 0 is true. Then sum plus is equals to 0. Already sum contains 10. 10 plus 20, 30. Again enter a value. So value is entered. Enter 0 to exist. So in this time I am entering 0. For example, I have entered 0 here. Now it will go back here. 0 not equal to 0 false. Then it will come here and it will display the sum. So just like the while loop which works in case of C, in the same way the while loop is going to work in case of Java also. So in whatever the way the while loop works in C, the same way it is going to work in case of Java. Fine. So this is one way of using the while looping construct. The same program I would like to discuss using the do while construct also. Using the do while construct also. Sum of numbers. This is using while. Or this one. So this the same program using do while. Here also I'm going to first of all import the scanner class. Then I'm going to create the scanner object. Then int sum is equals to 0. Then int data. Now this time at least the loop is going to execute only once. So do. So it is asking to enter a value. So enter data means. So you are going to enter the data. So once, for example, again I have entered 10 here. Already sum contains 0. 0 plus 10 is equals to 10, which is stored in sum. While 10 not equal to 0, it will go back. Again, it is asking for some value. 5 is entered. Imagine I entered 5 here. Then already 10 is there. 10 plus 5, 15 is done. Then again, 5 not equal to 0. Then go back. Again, it is asking, prompting us to enter a value. Then this time I entered 0. So 0, of course, here the 0 is added. Then 0 not equal to 0 is false. Then it is going to come out. So just I will show you this, the working of these programs. Enter a value, 10 is entered, 20 is entered, 30 is entered, 0 is entered. So 10 plus 20 plus 30 is 60. The same way, if I'm using do while loop, of course, nothing changed here. Only the looping procedure is changed. Only the way the loop executes is changing. Okay, the same thing. Okay. So this is how we are going to use the while and do while. Okay. So any doubt for anyone? Any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Now, next is see, another new concept we will discuss, and then we will conclude the class today, is about having labeled breaks, labeled break and labeled continue. Label break and labeled continue. So break statement, as you have learned in case of C, is used to break a loop. Means it is going to come out of the loop. It is going to come out of the loop if the condition is true. Now here generally, if suppose C, you can have labeled. You can give a label to a loop, and then you can particularly come out of the loop. So I will just explain you with the program, then you will get a very better idea. Here it is. So for suppose I make it a comment. Just ignore those statements which I have made comment. So this what has happened here is, observe very clearly. So we have taken two variables int I and j. For I is equals to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. So first time I is 0, it comes to the inner loop, j is equals to 0. Okay, then system.out.println I and j has to be run. So I is 0 and j is how much? 0. Sorry, 0. Okay, that is the first output. Again, it will go over. If j is equals to 3, no, false. It will go back to the inner loop. J becomes 1. Then again, the output will be 0, 1. Okay, the output will be 0, 1. So it will be second time the output will be 0 and 1. And again, it will go to the inner loop. Then third time it will be 0, 2. Because j becomes 2. And the fourth time means again the fourth time it will print 0, 3. Then is 3 is equals to 3 is true. Then break. So which loop is going to break? It is going to just break the inner loop. It is going to break the inner loop. It will go to the outer loop. Okay. Then I becomes 1. Then again the procedure starts. Then 1. J 0, then again 1, sorry, 1, 1, then again 1, 2, then 1, 3. Okay, then again it will go back. I becomes 2, then again J starts from 0, then 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Like this, it is going to continue until highest one. We will just see the output of this program. So just I'm saving it. Again, I'm going to compile it and then execute it. Okay. In compile. Oh, okay. So these are not comments. That's the reason why showing us the error. So I should get that same output there: 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 0, then 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. Like this, I need to get the output. Let me check whether I'm going to get the output now. See here. So I got the output 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 0. Means here when I have given break here, only the inner for loop is means it is coming out of the inner for loop and then further going to the outer for loop. So what is the new thing which is introduced in Java is you can label the loops. You can label the loops like this. Means with some name. So here I have given outer, but again it is not a keyword. You can write anything. Okay. You can write anything there. Any valid label name you can write it. Okay. Then you have the inner. I have named it to. Then here what I am doing here is instead of making coming out of the inner for loop, I am asking to come out of the outer for loop. So if I come out of the outer for loop, the whole execution stops. So what output we are going to expect now? So when I is equals to 0, then it is coming here J0. It is going to print this 0, 0. And again, I becomes 1, 0 not equal to 0 equal to 3 is false. It will go to the further iteration inside the loop. So J becomes 1, 1 less than 6 is true. Then again 0, 1 is printed. Then again 0, 2 is printed. Again after printing 0, 3, if 3 is equal to 3 is true, then you are asking break outer. So when I say break outer, you are coming out of the outer for loop to the end of the program. You are going to follow to the end of the program. So that's the reason why you are just going to get only this portion of output. The remaining will not be displayed. The remaining will not be displayed. Now let us just check it once. Let us check once. Here only 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. The outer for loop is break. So this is possible in case of Java. The new thing which is introduced here, which is not there either in C or C++. So you can label the loops, and as per your convenience, you can break the particular loop there. So how many further for loops are any loop? No, it is not just for loop. Whether it may be while loop or do while loop, you can label them. And if you want, you can just break them the particular loop, and then you can come out. Okay, so this is possible in case of Java, and the same with the continue also. If you remember, the continue statement is used to go for the further iteration in case of in case of looping. So without further continuing, just you can go to the next iteration. The same way you can also continue. Okay, here do I have any program regarding continue? No, it's not there. Just I will show you. I will make changes in the same program, and then I will see here. Let's say continue. So continue outer. If j is equals to 3, you are saying continue outer. Continue outer in the sense before completion of j. So you means uh, wait. Yes, continue outer in the sense, see the difference now. It is just like a break only, no difference. Zero 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 one zero two zero three. Then without before means without completing this up to 6 here, it is going to the next iteration of outer for loop. Then again 101112 means it is similar to break, but you can write like this also. Okay, so the same way means how the continue is worked in case of C, the same way it's going to work here also. But the only new thing which you are learning now here is you can label the loops, and as per your requirement, you can continue or break a particular looping construct, whether it may be for or while or do while. Okay, so any doubt regarding this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So we will conclude with the last program. Just I would like to conclude with the last program, then we will continue. I think you have another class now. Yes, at 11 o'clock you are having class. No. Okay. Now this is about the last method construct we have, the switch case construct. I just want to demonstrate the switch case construct also. This program also we have done in case of enter first number 20, second number some 12. So what you want to do, it is asking for your choice. If you remember, this program we have done in C language. So I'm saying 3, then the product is displayed. The same program is developed in case of Java also here. So I'm going to take the scanner object, then I'm going to take 3 variables, where variable 1 A is going to take the first number, then variable B is going to take the second number, then like a menu which is actually displayed here, like a menu it is going to display whether you want to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, quotient and remainder. Then you have to enter your choice, then the choice is taken in CH. Then the switch case is same syntax, switch CH, so switch some expression, and if it's matching with the case 1, then this is actually done, and you are going to break. Basing upon the matched case, and it is going to execute a particular case, then it is going to come out. So here also you have use nested if here. So because if the second number is entered as 0, you cannot perform the division. That's the reason why you are checking, and once if it is 0 not equal to 0 only, you are going to perform the division, otherwise you are going to quit. Okay. Uh, like reminder also using, and then you have a default which can be used as invalid choice, which can be displayed. Okay, so this is about how to use the switch case. Okay, any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So I request all of you to, what you have to do is try to convert your all C programs, the beginning C programs, into Java programs, and then you try to do them. Then it will be a good practice for you. So try to convert the same programs into Java programs. Try to convert them and try to because you will get practice of Java syntax also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then thank you so